Hello, everyone. You're welcome to another live training here on YouTube. So let's do well to wait for others, and you can do well to share the link for others to join the training. You're welcome once again to our live training on YouTube. All right, let's start. So, in our previous lesson, in our previous training, I was trying to show you guys how to create your work cycle, and I was having issue with my network, so I'm going to continue with that. So stay tuned. So you're going to see how I actually completed the process of the character walking, but it looks like you guys didn't get it at your end. So I was trying to show you guys how to create a walk cycle of the character, and the character will not be sliding. Please, if you can hear me, please just comment one. If you can hear me, comment one. Then be sure that you can hear me clearly. If you can hear me, comment one. All right, let's go. I guess you can hear me. So yeah, I can see your comments. Yeah, I can tell that you can hear me. So first of all, I want us to, like, we, you know how we normally go about our training. We try to carry along those persons that are new to REITs and those persons that have been in the animation business for a while now. So let me quickly start with what we normally do. I'm going to do the head turn. I'll design this character and do the head turn of this character. So when I'm done with that, then we complete the work cycle for the previous video we didn't complete. So stay tuned. So first of all, we'll design this character. I think I have a lot going on here. Let me just delete this. So I have just few. So first of all, I want to draw for the face. Let me cut this one and then paste it here because this will be for the mouth. So I pick, and like I normally discuss with you guys, that when you want to animate, make sure that you're on frame 0. Don't be in frame 1 or frame any of the frame while you're creating animation. Please make sure you're in frame 0 when you want to animate. It's very, very important. If not, if you do animation on frame 1 or any of the frames, then your animation will be playing. It's with like you've started the animation already. So but in frame 0, you can build your character, you can give your character the rig that you want to create, then you move on. So let's move on. So I'm creating for I'm creating for the maths of the character. I know some of you will be wondering, what am I doing? You can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, I understand that. It's because it's underneath this. If I turn it off now, you see what I've created. I've done the head before with the add the transform point to. I first of all I add point and then I use transform to transform it to what I want. So that's for that. So I'll just color this. If I have this turn on, like the eye for this one turn on, as far that I'm highlighting this layer, that I'm working on this layer, once I click on it, that is what will come. So if I click here now, I've picked this one, so I can change this one to white. Is that how you change in this way, like I told you guys, or sorry, I had to, or you change it here to any color you want. So I'll leave that as it is, and then let me still pick this color. Use your color picker and you click and drag to pick the color you want. So that's for about that. So I've done the mouth, and so I think somebody reached out to me and was trying to say, how did I do for the maps of that previous character that I designed? How did I do it? So this is how you do it. Like I was explaining initially in the previous video, you design all the shapes. So first of all, the mouth shape will be underneath, then the teeth, and then the tongue will be above. So then when you're done with this, you click just the teeth, holding shift in the keyboard, hold shift in the keyboard, and then you select the other shape. It's going to appear like this, that you've selected it. Then you come in here and you click on clip, and then it clips. Okay, I know why I know why, because I did a lot before now. So first of all, let me just delete this and recreate it again, because it will take me time start moving on the and upward. Let me just create it again instead. So let me do that now. So this is the I can decide to now. Let me just make this black, then change this to any color of my choice. Let me use this instead of what was there. Or I can make this so that it will appear. Let me just use the same color that's here. So this is what we have here. So now, like I was explaining, you pick the two and then you clip, see how it's going to appear. So now I've clipped the mouth, the teeth and the tongue inside the mouth. So now let's move on to the next shape. So I can rename this if you want to. Anything you want to name it as. Most times I name that just like what you see now. And then let's draw the nose. How did I draw the small nose? I picked my hard point, I drew a point. I had this sharp corner checked on, so that's why I'm having this pointed edge. If I don't have it checked on, I will have a curve. So that's why you're having pointed edge. So when I'm done with that, I can just create shape. If you look at this now, there's no shape in it, so I'll just create a shape. Then I can reduce the line width of this. So the next one we do is, let's say, call this the nose. So let me do for the eye. You know, I was the same process I followed to create the mouth. It's the same thing. I'm just going to create all in the same layer. So this is it. And then create for this. I can decide to add reflection. And then I create for this also. So I draw for this, and then, if you're moving the transform point, and you have this curved showing the sign like this, that means you've turned on this. But if I turn it off, I will have something like this. So most times I like turning it on, so I don't need to go back to this conversion tool and turn it on here. So I have it already turned on here, and then I do my you know. So I have this on. So I just have to color it. So this will be white. This will be black. This also will be white. And I can also change this to be white also. Or I can turn it off if it's too big or much. So this will be the skin color. So I have this now. The stroke is so high. Let me change the stroke to 2 and also do the same. So how do you change the stroke to 2? You just highlight it. When you highlight it, and you can reduce the stroke here, or you type in the figure you want it to have. So let me just reduce all the stroke to 2. And now for the eyes. So how did I go into the eyes? Alternate, and I did right click, alt and right click, alt, right click, alt, right click. Instead of me scrolling through the layers, just alt on the keyboard and right click, you go straight to the layers. So that's for that. And sorry. And then what I do, the same thing I applied to the mouth is the same thing I'm going to apply here. All I have to do is click here, and click here, and then I do the same. So when I move this down, it's going to be, but make sure when you're drawing, you draw this first, because in the software Moho, when you animate or you're creating animation with it, whatsoever thing you draw first will be underneath what you're drawing afterwards. So take note of that. That's why I draw this later on after I drew this shape. So if you have not subscribed at this junction, please do it to subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss our next training. And I'm done with this eye. All I have to do is just copy it, and let me turn this on so I can see where I'm pasting it to. So I can paste it here, and I make the adjustment that I need to make. Let me make it this way. Then I move this to the side, and I can leave this way. So this is what I have for the character. So let me do the hair of the character now. Just go in here and draw the hair of the character. Ctrl P on the keyboard to apply that. So at this junction, I need to turn this off, so I'll be able to pick what I want to pick without me picking the curve. Then also I can Ctrl P here, and also leave this also Ctrl P, or you come in here and you click on this. After clicking the point, you come in here and click on this. It's going to make it point, like sharp edge instead of curve. So C on my keyboard to the shortcut for curvature 2, and then I can curve. But I like using this because I can also move this point. But if I'm using just the C, I can move only the curves. So I have this and this. Ctrl P, make this curve. I'm just going to use it as a sample, I'm not going to follow exact, like you already noticed. I'm not following this Z shape. I'm just using it as a reference. I believe I'm done with the hair. So let me check something, because not all the points, I guess, are all aligned now. Okay. So the same thing I did before. Come in here and click on this and just pick the color. So it's going to look this way. So let's move on. Can I draw for the ears? So let's just say this is what we want. And then we change the color to the skin. And then all you have to do is add the shape. When you click on this point, when you click on this, it will show you create shape. So you come in here, create the shape, and then you have the shape. You can turn off this, turn it, reduce the width, and then you can hide this because I don't want it to appear. So I can hide this way, and then I can stretch this. So you're welcome. I can see some persons joining just now. You're welcome. Please do well to share the link for others to join. We'll be doing head turn for this particular character that I'm creating. I've not started rigging it. So I'm just going to create the head of the character, and then we do the head turn of it. So let's move on. Okay, then all I have to do, I didn't name this, so let me just name this here. I think for the previous video I did, let me quickly bring that now. So I did something. Let me go back to the file. I showed you guys this video, how I did this body turn, and some persons want me to dive quickly into body turn. Well, you know, we have to work with those persons that are new and those persons that have been into the business. So let's not rush things. We'll get there. We'll get there. So what I will do today is I'm going to show you how this was created. I'm going to show you how I created this. Like, I'm going to show you the rig. I'm going to show you the rig, how I did the rigging. So from there, you can have an idea. After showing you this one now that we're designing, how to create body tone, I'm going to show you how what you need to know about body tone. Then applying that same knowledge, you'll be able to do body tone. I'm going to do head tone, sorry, not body tone for this one. So what is this? This is the hair. So I can just name this. And this is for the eyes. So I can just name that. Sometimes when you click, it does not come out. So double click, it will show this. You can also name it here, or you click on the layer and then click this 3 dots lines. It will show this. So those are ways for you to make the corrections. So I just need to duplicate this, and then we're done with the ears. So now let's go into rigging. So I'm going to move it here and just flip it with this. Just going to flip it and maybe make it a little bit like it's inside. So we have the head of the character now. So how are we going to do the head turn? Now let's go into the head turn. We are done designing the character. First of all, I'm going to group the characters. I group the layers. So I hold shift on the keyboard, click the first one to the last one that I want to be in the group, and then I right click and go to group with selection. So I can name this head. Let me name it cap head. So now we have this. Let me move this to the top now. Then I can also, you right click and go to convert to bone. So I've converted to bone. So let me just draw one straight bone. And then let me bind this whole layer to this bone. Oh no, let me not do it that way. So I want to move the eyes. So let me just create. Oh, there's one thing I missed. I didn't add this. So let me quickly do that now. I can just draw it here. So I create shape for it, and I can increase the coming and then increase the stroke to be this way. And then I can decide to reduce the edge a little. So we have this now. So let me just bind everything to the eyes, and this should have points binding. Let me bind this point. So I click on the bone. First of all, you click on the bone that you want the point to be bind to, then you go to bind points. That is, if that's what you want to apply, and then you hold. I'm holding shift on the keyboard so I can pick all the points that I want to bind. Then is that I click enter, it will show the same color of the bone. You see the bone now, it's this is it lemon or green? It's same color that is going to appear here. So that will show that you bind to this bone. So the same thing here, click on the bone, it's already highlighted. So you pick here, I want to bind this, and then I use bind point. So, and then for this bone, you click on the bone, it's going to show you orange or yellow. So picking the points that I want to bind, then I use bind points. See, it's going to show this. So that shows that it's bind to the points that you want to bind. So I can use layer binding because it's the head is just the face is just one layer, just one shape. So bind this, and this I can bind, and this I can bind, and the hair I can bind, and this I can bind. So good. So now let's do the head turn. So let me text my rig. First of all, let me turn down. I don't want any strength, so let me test the rig. Okay, I didn't bind the mouse to it. Okay, so I didn't bind the nose to it too. So I'm just binding even while you are still while you are in the timeline. You can bind. When you are in the timeline, you can bind. So that's for that. And let me test it. So I have this and I have this. So let me first of all show you guys how to create blink. So I can create an action and name this action I blink. Let me just name it IB. And now I can create an action for it. Come into my Windows, go to action. It will open this. So when you have this opened, you come in here and then you open a new action. It will show the name that you've named the bone, which is IB. So I click on it, and then you choose, let's say you want to use 4 seconds, and then you move. I want it to be 90 degree, that when I move from this angle to this angle, I want the eye to blink. So I come in here, and then I move this down, and then I move this down. And also I can adjust this a little bit down. So I'm done with that, and then I can reduce the strength and create constraint. Come in here, go to bone constraint, and then I can put angle constraints, which is 90, negative 90, positive 90. Or I can, that's when I want to do both sides, but right now I want to just do negative 90 and then 0, from 0 to negative 90. So I have this now. When I close, you have this effect going on, like the eye is blinking. But the best way to do it is when you're blinking, you move this down a little. Just click on the shape. Sorry, I click on this, and then I click on this. Then I can move this by 2, so I have something of the snake shape. See, the high boy is moving down a little. That's the right way for creating eye blink. So now let's see. Okay, we're good to go. So you guys have learned how to rig, point binding, layer binding, and also create a rig. So now let's create another rig. This one now you can name it. You can change the color if you want. You can show the label, and then this is the color. You can change it to any color that you prefer. But take note, when you change the color, if you're animating, it will create another channel for it, which is this one, because you've changed the color to yellow. So it's going to read this color, and then it's going to read the bone. So it's all depends on you, what you want to do. So let's go. Now I want to create the head tone. So I don't like, sorry, I had this. So I don't like seeing this when I'm done with designing my character. So you can also decide to dock this, or you can decide to undock it, like it's going to be floating. But for this one, let me just dock it here. So it will be here. So now I want to create for the head tone. Let me delete this bone. So I want to create for the, but make sure the head, when you're creating action, it should not be a child of any bone, except you want that bone to control it. So let me just create this head tone now. Let me call it HT, and also I bring out the action too, and then I create a new action. So I want also to be 4 seconds. Then I want the head to turn. So pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. So I want the head to turn towards the right side. So first of all, I've created the action. So now I'll start moving the shapes. So I move the shape. Let's say I want the head to turn to this side. I want to be profile view. So I have this, and then the eyes. I can also do it this for the eyes, and this for, I can do this. And then for the hair, I can make my adjustment. It's going to take some time. Let me start with this. I want to move this closer. So maybe this point. And let me just leave it for now. Let me this way. And then this, I want this to come out a little. While the ear, I want it to move to this point. While this ear, I want it to move to this point. Then for the face, So we have this going on. So for the face, I'll move this to this point and make it a little bit curved here, and I can move this a little bit up. So I'm just changing the shortcut from T to C, T to C, T to C. That's what I'm doing. Curved to, but I can just try to turn this on, and I'll have my curve here. And let's just say this is what we want to do. And then there's one way you can do this quickly. It's I can decide to regroup this head. And what I'm going to do now is to mask the head. So I double click, it brings out mask. So I click on masking and I click on hide all, apply to hide all. But take note, when you're masking, the thing that's this is going to be, they are all going to be masked to this one because it's the last layer. So everything inside that group will be masked to the last layer, which is this. That's why you're not seeing anything. You're only seeing this line here because they're all masked to this. But this is not what I want. So I'm going to change it now. And first of all, let me stop the grouping. This is what I want them all to be masked to the face. So I group with the face. The face is going to be the last one now. So I just group it and then I mask it. I can also mask this way, or you double click like I did the first time. So I right click, go to mask, a group mask, and you see mask inside and mask outside. I want to mask inside. I want them all to be inside the face. So this is what I want to achieve. So, but take note, when after masking, you now see the face, it's what's the hair. Wherever the face ends is where the hair ends. So I don't want this to happen. What I'm going to do is come into this hair, and then I go to mask again, and I can click add to mask. No, sorry, don't mask this layer. So it's going to be this one. And also I'll apply the same thing to the hair. I don't want to mask this, so don't mask this layer. So now let's go back to this head action and mind the head action. What's going on here? Let's see. Okay, this is the head turn now. Are you seeing now that the eye and every other part that goes out of the head is not visible? So this is one way of creating head turn. This is one of the way, if you want to create profile view, you see now the head is turning from this angle to this angle, but they are all leaving the nose behind. So for this nose, I will want this nose to be a complete shape. For this particular this design that I'm creating, I want this to be a complete shape. So all I have to do is just and probably hide this also. And then I can make this a curve. So why am I doing that? You understand now. So I'm going to the head. So I have this. So I move the nose from this point to this point. And like I did, don't mask this layer. So I have this nose now like this here. And I can decide to curve it. Sorry. Take note of something too. Most times when you've clicked this transform point to, when you're on this transform point to, sometimes when you're trying to move the image, you're trying to move this layer to end to the position you want. Sometimes if you're not careful enough, you're going to move this origin, so it's this side. So now when I'm curving, it's going to move in respect to this. When you do this, also you also apply this when you are animating. Let's say you want to create the animation effect, like it's moving around the earth or moving around a circular shape. You can move the origin to the side and then you animate. But for this one, I want it to move in respect to the midpoint. So if I make this mistake, how am I going to correct it? How am I going to correct the mistake? If I make this mistake, how am I going to correct it? It's simple. Just click out and come back and click to it with the same tool. If you do it with this, it will not work. If let's say I made this mistake and then I use this to click out and click in and then come back to this, it's still going to appear this way. So the only way you can correct this is when you use this tool, you click on it with this tool. That's when you're going to have it. So let's see, the nose now is moving and then it gets to this point, and let's just let's turn this off so we can pick the nose. So let's just say this, it's what I want to achieve. So the nose is moving, so I don't like what I see here. So you can also make adjustments, like it's going to be at the supposed to be at the mid. So at the midpoint it should be here, and then you have this coming and this. Okay, sometimes you can decide to use linear, you can change everything to linear. I think that's what I'll do, so they all move with the same speed. So I change this to linear, I change this because there's no point from here. So if I'm changing linear, it has to start from this point to this point. So let me change them all. Let me change them all to linear. This should be linear. And this should be linear. And this should be linear. So it's going to move with the same speed. So I have this now. If you notice, if you look at this point now. If you look at this point, you'll see the eye is like it's overlapping the stroke. So how are you going to fix that? Go to the face, double click it, go to masking, and then exclude stroke. So it's going to appear this way. So it's not going to overlap the stroke. But sometimes I use that if I want. It all depends on what you want to achieve. So let's say this is it, and let me just make some adjustment. Let me move this a little bit behind, and we have this going on. It seems like the nose is pointing too much, so let me just adjust this a little. So let's see what we had here. So it's turning. Okay, let me not make it turn. Okay. We'll have, there's this slow at this point, so I can just adjust it a little because I can see the space is reducing when it gets to that point. So I have this. So for the sake of this training, we can just stick with it. So we have this now, and see the head turning, and we'll have that. So we'll just make some adjustment to the air and pick this point and drag it to the back and curve it a little. So let's see what we have. Let me see the E. The E is okay, not bad. So you just keep checking till you get what you want. That's just it. So it takes time. I think with this, I've been able to explain just some few things that you need to know, and then the eyes you can make adjustment to the eyes. You can compress it a little. Excuse. So basically, this is the principle you apply when you're doing head tone. You just adjust it. Sometimes we advise you to have a design. Let's say you have a reference of how the shape will look like when the head is turned this way. I don't have a reference I'm working with now, so I'm just imagining in my head like, okay, when it turns this way, this is how it should look. This is how it should not look. Okay, this is how it should look. This is how it will appear. So just this is just a quick one, and that's the same thing I applied here for the body tone. Let's just check the body. But this I use depth sorts. I use depth sort because it has different layers. So when you apply depth sort, you'll be able to move one up, down, up, down. So this is what I mean. Now let me just explain using showing you how I did this. So let's work with the body. Let's focus on this hand, and the torso. So you see this hand, it comes in at the front. This hand, I'm talking about this one now. You see now it comes into the front. When it gets here, then it moves and it goes back, go to the back. So that is applying depth sort, which is what I applied here. So how did you apply that? You just move the layer. When you get to the level you want to see it moves, you move the layer. If you notice now, check this point here. You have this, it moves. So that is where this hand came to the front, which is this, came to the front, and then it moves. It moves, and then you have the tail. This is for the tail coming to the front. You see the tail coming to the front, and you have the hand going to the back, and so that is just how you apply the same principle. That is just how you apply it to body tone. That's how you create your body tone for the character. If you notice this particular shape, what I just did was move it and move it in the same masking like I did now for the head. I moved the shape to this point, and then I move it out like it's going out. Then I leave it there and took it to the side. See that? Simple. Then when I took it to the side, I move it in. The same thing applies to this also. Took it to, see now it came here, and then it started coming in after this one, as stuff like that. So that is just the principle you apply when you're creating head tone. Just get what you want to do. I just want to show you how to apply the principle. I'm not intending to do smooth and perfect head tone. So you just create the action, and then you do, and the same thing with the eyes and nose. The same thing, the same application. Let me just show you this one now. So we have the face, the nose. You see the nose when it gets to this point, which is this point. So let me highlight this so that you can see what I am presenting to you. Let me just use, okay, yellow color is not that. Let me use blue. No, because it's not going to be visible. Let me use red. It's red. Okay, I think you'll see this now. And let me just zoom in a little. Sorry, I'm zooming out. So this is how I did for the body now. You see for the body, you see for this, it moves, and then it gets to this point, and it moves to this point, then it moves to this point, compressing it. I'm just compressing this edge while I'm bringing this close. So it's compressing to this point, And then when it gets to this point, so tiny, and the next point, it's off. Like it went under. It went under here. You see now, this point went under the face. So you're not going to see it. So until it gets to this point, you start seeing it gradually. Like it's already under, that's why you're seeing it that way. So you start seeing it. So what you do is that if you check this point, and I think this one and this one, they are opposites of each other. Like this is more pronounced because it has gotten to a reasonable. So it just come in. I can decide to, when it gets to, before coming in, let's say here, I can decide to compress this to this point. So it's not going to look like it's jumping. Then the next point is not going to be this. It's going to, let me just move this to the side, and yeah, you have something like this. But I think there's a shape underneath. So if I did, the teeth is underneath. So we'll have something. So you just try to make it smooth, like the way you want. So that is just it. You move, and then it gets to this point. Like this is opposite of this point. So just mirror it. That is just the idea behind that's just the idea behind. And also for the ears too, you move them. There's a lot going on there too. So that's just the whole idea about it. So you start moving. When it moves to this point, you see, okay, I want to capture this. No, not this one. Let's see, this one actually. So let's go back. So you see it's moving out. Then when it gets there, it's, you see, like the same thing I did for the body. That's the same application I'm applying here. It moves here, and then it comes in, start coming in. See that start coming in for the particular ear. It has applied. It's already fixed here, but you're not going to see it because this first ear is covering it. So you just see it coming, and then you see this one also rounding right. So that's just the application. You apply masking to the ones you don't want to see, and when it gets to the points that you want to see it, you make it visible. So that's just the whole idea around it. So if you have any question, you can reach out to me concerning that. Probably you want to ask me question on that. And so I believe I've jumped into the question you asked on how I did the head turn, which is what I just explained right now, using this as, showing you how I did this, and then applying the principle, showing you the advanced principle when it has to do with the hand and every part of the body. So that's just what you do. Then you modify it and to make it look like what you want to do. If I want the shape of the hair to be different, it all depends on you, what you want to achieve. So that's just the idea around it. It's just for you to modify it. That is all. So now let's go to this character, the walk cycle we did, and I wasn't able to complete. I think I completed the training, but you guys didn't get the full gist. So where's the character? This is Leo. So what I'm just going to do now, I'm not going to delete the keyframes. I'm not going to delete the keyframes. I'm just going to show you other things like I did. I'm not going to delete the keyframe. I'm just going to show you other things that I did in it. Like, I'm just going to show you what I did by highlighting the keyframes. So the first pose is this one. So I'm going to highlight it red. So I have, if you check the hand, this hand and every part of the body, this is the first pose. So I'm just going to change it. I liked it, please. And then I'm just going to change the color to red. So this is for the first pose. Then this is for the second pose. Let me delete this first, so the character don't have to move. So you have this action going on right now. You see the character moving. See the character moving. So this is what I'm just going to explain to you now. So I have this first pose, and I move to the second pose, which is this one. So this should be the pose. Color it red, just to explain. So what I did was I just moved the leg. This one was behind initially. I just moved it to the front. Let's focus on this leg now. I just moved this leg that was here. I moved it to the front. Initially, you don't have to move it up initially. You just have to move it from the back to the front. Then also for the other leg, you move it to the back. So that's what I did here. So after moving it to the front, you have this. Then just copy this one, and then you paste on this one. So I copy this and then I paste it here. So this is for the pose to pose. So I have this first, second, and this third. So now I want to do this passing pose, which you see right now. So for this leg that is behind, when the leg at the back is coming to the front, it goes to the top, it raises up, and then it comes down to this pose, which you've created already. So now, which is the action you see, which is this one. This is it, and this is the passing pose. So let me color this yellow. So I have this passing pose. I have this passing pose to this, which is going up. You see now this point, just focus on this bone, which is this red china. Now I told you initially that whatever thing you have in the red china is what that bone is reading. Like the what you have in the red china is what you use in controlling this bone. Why this white china is for all the bones in the character. So for this particular bone, this is it here. So this is for the passing pose, which is this, goes up. I did some other adjustments, just have to, bend it down. Let me turn off on your skin. So I just had to bend this down, and comes in and sit here. Same thing with this leg. Why this leg is going to the front, it goes up also. So I just need to color this yellow too. So these are the passing pose. So you have this pose to this pose, a passing pose for this leg and then for this leg. So that's for the passing pose. And now we're going to move into other part. Also, when this leg is at the front, this hand comes to the front. Opposite hand, the hand at the other side comes to the front, which is this hand. And also when this leg is at the front, this hand comes to the front. So that is for that one. So now, like you see now, there's a little bit of space here. I can copy. The best thing to do is copy this and paste it here. So it's not look like nothing is happening here. So it will be happening, animation will be happening from here to here. So the same thing here, I can come to this bone and copy this and paste it here. So you have this going on. Yeah. So when you're done with that, you move when I'm done with when I'm done with that one, what I did was I just moved this bone, this bone, and this bone. If you want to understand better, you have to watch the previous video we did. Let me quickly show you the video I'm talking about. Let me go to my YouTube account. It should be roughly 4 years. So this is the video that I'm talking about right now that you have to watch to see how I created that. It was around, let's see. So just watch this video on my YouTube account, this particular video. When you watch the video, you understand what I did. What I did in this one now, you understand when you watch this video. So let me show you the video now. So if I go to live training, and this is the video. This is the video. 5 simple tricks to instantly improve your 2D animation skill in 2025. So you have to watch this video and also watch this video, and then also watch this video. When you go to my live, when you go to the live, you see all those videos that I've done previously. 7 days ago, 9 days ago, 4 days ago, and then today. We'll continue like that. So that's for that one. So that's just that. So now let me just quickly run into okay, let me quickly show you now the complete parts on this one. So now this is what you have, the character moving. This is the action of the character moving. You see the character moving now. So I now want to, I told you guys the previous one I showed to you that you can also move the character this way. Let's say this is your first pose, first part. Let's say this is where the character will start walking. You can drag the character this way, and then you move the character to this point, and make sure this is linear, and this is what you have. But you notice the feet is sliding. If you look at the feet, the leg is sliding, see? So to avoid that, if you have the time, keep adjusting this. So take it to 1 more seconds. All right, let's take it to another second. So you see it's not sliding like, well, the more you drag, the more you have almost like the character is not sliding. So when it gets to this point, the character definitely will stop walking. So let's move it backward and then test and see. So this work also, when I started, I initially this was what I was doing. This was what I was doing then when I started the animation process about it was about 5 years now. So this is it. You have this. So now I want to show you how to do it without you minding on thinking of how you're going to drag and make sure this point gets to the right position, so you don't have to suffer that drag. So now this is how you get that done. First of all, you click on the character to create a pose, and then you go to the next pose, which is the pose to pose. You come into the character now, turn on your skin, take on your skin to the first pose so that you see the first pose turn. If you turn on your skin and you realize that you have a lot of on your skin on like what you have displayed now, how are you going to remove them? You just go to click them individually, you turn them off. So that's just the way you turn it off and on by doing that. So now I have this one, and then I want to, what I do is that I just click on it and drag it till it gets to this point. And the same thing here. Okay, I think I didn't get this right. Let's see. I didn't get this right. So hold down shift on the keyboard, please. So you now have to move. It has to be linear, like it has to be in a straight line. So this is it. And let's say this one also, you move this one to fix into this. So once you're done, you can turn off on your skin and then create a cycle. Make sure this is linear. And then with this, you've achieved a lot. So all you have to do is just click on this first one that you created and go to additive circle. And then you can test your rig and see what you have. So you see the character is moving now. It's not going to stop. That is one of the disadvantages, that the character will continue moving, but you're not going to have those slide. If you look at the legs now, the legs, they're not sliding, like they're not sliding. You see, legs is fixed to the floor, like there's weights. It's not like what we had before, where the leg was just sliding everywhere and there. So we have this now. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. If you've gotten value for this video, please do it to subscribe. Please do it to subscribe. Encourage me. I'm doing this for free. Some persons, we definitely ask you to pay 100 and above or below, maybe 50, 100 and above to get this knowledge. And most of them don't even have these ideas. They don't know these things. They just want to make money. Yes, I know what I'm saying. So I'm just doing this for you for free right now on my channel. I'm just excited about you guys' input, and I'm encouraged. So this is it. I've done the walk cycle. So I will just quickly do something and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so I just want to show you how to uh, create a jump. Like I want this character to jump. What you need to do, yeah, let me delete this now. This is just a quick one, how to animate, because there are some persons that they want to learn how to create animation, like they want to animate. So let's say you want to make this character jump. So what are we going to do now? First of all, like, let me move this character here. So I want to create the first pose, the second pose, and the third pose. Then I do my in-betweens, do my ease and out, and get something going with the character. So this is for advanced lectures. This is for advanced training. So if you want to learn how to create a jump, I want the character to jump maybe from this point to maybe this point. That's just what I want to create. So first of all, you have to create create your pose to pose. So I can decide to switch this to step. So I have this step, and let's say the first step, I want the character to be here. Let's keep him standing straight and his hands to the front. Let's say we'll have something of this nature. Cats are just standing. This guy can smash out. So let's say this is the first pose, and this step, I want this one, sorry. I want the character to now be, let me move it to this one. So I want the character to be here. So I have this and I have this. So at this point, I want the character now to be here. So this is one, and this one. This is what I want to create, a jump of my character. So you can decide to use smooth. You can decide to use, I'm trying not to confuse it, because if I use smooth, this is what you have. You have this. And this is what it will definitely look like later on, actually. So this is what I want. And when the character is here, I want the character to have let's just do it this way. So, and I want this to be like this. I want to get him, and I want his eyes to be looking down. So I have this and this. See, the see now is coming to life. So I have this is coming to life. So this, let's say this is what I want to achieve, and let's move on. So this should be the final post. So let me just move it some frames. Then let me copy this and paste it here. So this one, I want this to bend down, and I have the hand. Let's see. Okay, no, the hand was at the front. So let's see, maintain that. Sorry. So I have something of this nature. So I have this, okay. So I can continue with this now. So now this is the first pose, and this is the pose. So for here to here, I can copy this and paste it here. And I want the action to anticipate, like anticipate a jump. And then again, I can make it this way. I can also bend this a little bit. down and then make the hands. So I have this going on, then I want to leap. The character should leap. So this point I can decide to bring it, let's still leave it here, and let's copy this, turn up on your screen, and no, turn it off. So I just paste it here, but I want this to straighten up. Straighten up, like there's a force. Let me just take it a little, make it a little advanced. Excuse me. So we have this going on right now. Some persons might leave this and say they've done it right, they've done all, but no, not me. So we have this bend down, and I have him going up. So I have this, So let's say I have this going on. Oh, this is so slow. So I can bring it to the back. So I have this going on. I said this going on. So I can squash this. Oh, I didn't apply squash and stretch to this. So let me. Oh, it's there. So squash it a little. So we have this going on. So I want it to stretch here when coming down. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's still in step. Let me change this to smooth. Let me change all to smooth. So I have this going on. So you have something of this nature now going on, and so when it's here, I want this light to go down a little. So I have this, and the leg should just for you to smooth out then you think of the anticipation, think of the, so I have this going on right now. So It's not that smooth, but we are almost there. So when the hand comes to the down and it goes up here, so I want this one, this and this and this to maybe delay a little. Let me just delay this a little. So here, okay, so let's just delay it. That is our follow through. And also the head. Before this pose, let's copy it here. Maybe copy it here. Then we can have this going on with the head. So we'll have it. Let me just delay it a little. Have this going on with the head. Okay. Okay. It's not there yet, so we'll just add a little bit touch. I think I should move this to the middle. I was cutting off the screen, so okay. So we have this going on. Trying to see where I'm mixing it. So, no. Excuse me. Let me take this hand a little bit up and see if no. Let's see one more time. It's going down up. I want to go down up. Sorry, go down. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Let's see. Okay, it's not that bad. Let me just do something. No, let me turn on this one. Let me focus on this height. I can delay him a little bit at the top for coming down. I'm not doing much, please. Just want to focus on the few details. So let's see. I don't like the way it's clapping so fast. Maybe let me bring it down a little. It's too high. I'm not getting that speed. Okay. So be my judge. You can be my judge. You can tell me what you feel about this right now. Let's see. I'll keep looking at this over. There's some mistakes. There's something that came to mind. Now let me just do something. So let's stretch it. Oh, I was supposed to show you how to do a bouncing effect, not this. Yeah, I just remember now that's supposed to be. Okay, let's just. Okay. All right. There's something I need to do. Before it comes to rest, where's the rest now? Let me highlight to say this. So, okay. So bounce up. Let's copy this and put it here, and let's see. It's coming to rest. Sorry, I'm supposed to Control F this. So when I have this going on here, no, that's not what I want. I think. Let me adjust. Let me shift this. Shooting too much, just a little, just to show. Okay, instead of me doing this, I can just do. Let's just see. Now it's not giving me the flow I want, so instead of doing this, let me reverse it. Let me do the other one instead. So I have this down, then there's a lot of keys, right? There's a lot of keys. You gotta be careful. So this is when it hits the ground. So I want to delete this. Oh, this is for the bend, so I can delete that. Let me delete that. So I will bring this a little bit down. So I have this coming down, then going up. Yeah. Coming down, then going up. Yeah, that's it. So that's. Oh, sorry. I gotta play. Not bad. So we have this action going on right now. I've been called for some days now. So you want to ask me what have I done? What did I just do? Okay, let me explain now. So you have the anticipation, you have the overshoots. No, did I even do overshoot? Let's see. There's supposed to be overshoot around here. So when it comes down, it has this overshoot. So I did. Okay. Okay, there's overshoot. Yeah, the squash is the overshoot. Yeah, the squash is the overshoot. So shoots like went beyond, and then let's see, also goes out and the overshoot. You see the way the leg comes up, and I can even extend this legs to. Sorry. You can do anything you want to do. Let's say we can even do this now. Let me see if it's going to be okay. So I have to move both of them to the front. So let's see what we have now. Yeah. So I have this. Yeah. So you can create the action you want to create depending on you. So I have this. The dropping. Is it just me that feels is slow? Oh, what did I do? I think. What's this? Okay, I'm not on the right bone. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to do too much. I beg. Let me just leave that. Let me focus on just one. Okay, let me focus on this one. I want it to. Let me make it faster. You see that mistakes? See it now. See the legs. It's not coming the way I want it to come. Let me just hold down. Let me hold down Alt on my keyboard and release this. Let me even move it to the middle and so you just play with it. So you keep on improving. The more you learn, you see the result. Oh, this is what happened. You see that now. So I just changed the jump. So you see the leg coming, dropping first. Yeah. So you see that. So you just it's almost like a frog. That's for that. So let's see what. Okay. Excuse me. So you just keep making the adjustments that you want to make. So, yeah. The force is using to hit the ground. I'm expecting something better than this. I'm expecting it to go down. Let's see. Let's go down the mall. Um, then the hand follow through. The hand is slow, I guess. Yeah, that hand is coming slow, very slow. So timing also matters too. Let's just leave it this way and let's move this to the back. Then adjust this later. So timing also matters too when you're creating your project. You have to be conscious of the timing. So I'm expecting the hand to. Did I just tamper with the animation? I did. And I think I just changed it. So, and let me have that balance before bringing the hand down. So here we go. So that's for the character jumping. Is the head moving too first? Brings his head down and then he brings it up. Okay, let me take it slow, beat by beat. So I have this. Yeah, you see the force. Let's go. So you have this force. Let's go. So you have the stretch. So we have the character stretching up. Let's go. Then it's stretched and the leg comes up and it comes down. You see that? Action. So this is stretching his body and looking down, finding a spot. And when he gets the spot, he can just comes down and then balance and look. Then now you can start your walk cycle. If you want to, maybe you want to jump off or you want to jump by, you want to jump above something and then you start creating the next action. Now I can start walking. So let's say if I want to walk now, let's say I've created this action and then I want to start walking. How am I going to start walking? Let's just do something. So we have a first, let me turn this off if not, you will not get to see this. So we have, first of all, I want to move this leg to the front. I'm just going to show you the first, how to start the first pose, like how to start the first action. I probably might not do the walk cycle. I'm just going to show you how you can start the first action, then you continue with what you've learned so far. Let me just show you what you do the first time and then you continue. So this, it's you see the character jumped and then you want to start walking now. So what you do now is, I told you, learn how to create pose to pose. I didn't do the red marking, yellow marking. Most times when I do my project, I try to color to see the difference in between, but I don't want to do too much here. I don't want to do too much. So sometimes it gets confusing, So let's just leave it like this. So I want to move the first. So the first leg, I want this leg to move forward. So this is what I do. I will just move this leg forward. That's what I want to do. And then I want to make this to start. So it's going to be this way. And maybe I'll bring it down a little so we can have this. This is what I want to achieve. And then when the leg is going to the front, like we discussed, this hand we go to, oh no, sorry, let me not break the bone. So this hand will be going to the front, and let's say this was what we have. This is what we have, and then this is it. So you see that now it's sliding. This is sliding. So how are you going to achieve that? Just move this leg at this point, take it to the top. So we have, this is your first pose. You see that now is establishing a first pose. Let me see. Make it up. So when it gets here, you know what we do normally, take it up. So let me not stretch him too much because I realize that this leg, so I think it's better this leg comes to the front instead. Let me delete this and see. Let's see. Yeah, it's better this leg at the back come to the front first. It's better because it's already at the back. This one is almost at the front, so it's better the one at the back starts the walk. Let's say this one. Oh, I'm going to the top. So this one starts the walk. So I move this, and like I did, I move this to the front, and yeah, move it down, and I have this. Oh, is it going up? It looks like. I'm not sure. Let me see. Hold shift on my keyboard, and then sorry, what am I holding? So I have this. Okay. So this is what I have now. So it's better this leg comes to the front, and there's the leg again. Is it this one? Yeah. So I can decide to bring this a little bit higher. So I have my first pose, and then you know what we do? When this leg is going to the front, this hand is going to the back. I think I made a mistake the first time. Yeah, I think I did. Then this leg is coming to the front. So we have bam, bam. Yeah. So this one now, when he gets here, I just got to move him. This is what I want. So I just have to move. I guess I'm still live. Yeah, I'm still live. So I just want to move this. You see the first walk. So from now, this will be your first post. You can copy this now and probably paste it here. And at this one, you just move this to the side and move this to the back. And you have this going on. Oh, this is supposed to be at the middle. So you have this going on. But remember, it has to be this. It has to come down. Oh, it's not even coming down. I thought this went up, right? And this going down. So I have this, and this should be down. Let me bring it down a little. Yeah. Because there should be force on the leg, like it's moving. Then you have this going on again. Then I have this copied and pasted. So this is what I have. So like we did before, I move this one up, up. I'm trying to explain how I do the walk cycle now. So you have, sorry. So you have, oh, sorry. Let me take this up and then bend this down and this down. I won't do it this way, so just choice. But you have this delay that just so it depends on your rig. This character, the leg is so big. So let me even turn on your skin. Oh, I'm doing a lot. I'm doing too much here. So I can turn on your skin to get this. Okay, so I have, where's the leg? This is it. Oh, sorry. Am I touching your leg? I'm so sorry. I have, let's say this, and this would just be this. Oh, you see that now? There's no, okay, let me do something now quickly. Let me turn out this, and then go up. So I'm not going to use this because if I'm to do the circle will continue from this point and go. So I'm not going to use this. This is just to show me. Because if I decide to copy that now, if I decide to copy this now, it's going to take me back. I don't want to go back. So I want to be at the front. So I have this, and same thing here. Where this leg is coming to the front now, you have this going on. Sorry. You have this, sorry. You have this going on. So I have, then this, you cannot copy this now because they're in the same position. They're in the same position, so you can copy and paste this. So we have this going on. So I don't want to stretch him too much. I don't want to like increase. So we have, this is the first pose, like, so this is what we have now. Let me play the animation. Yeah. It's not that fast, so you can decide to speed up things by reducing, sorry. I lighten all the time, oh, sorry. I lighten all in the timeline, but first of all, let me finish the walk cycle. Then I can always reduce and increase the speed so that the timing will be the same. So I have, okay, perfect. I have this going on. So I create my cycle, and I want the cycle to be here. So I come in and I type 64. So this is what I have now. Very slow. Let's just finish the what's needed. So first of all, let me just make this fast. So, and then I can move this to the back. Sorry, I'm going to reduce it this way and change the cycle. Let me still push this and push this, then push this. So, am I? Oh, no wonder I'm animating in ones. Oh shit. So far, I didn't even check. Oh, sorry. Am I still in ones? I am. Please, I like animating in twos. Let me see. I like animating in twos. I've been animating in ones. I didn't even check. So change this to two if you animate. I don't know for you. For me, I like doing two. What two is that? It's you have this. It stays and then it starts from twos, stays and starts from twos, stays and starts, stays and starts. So there's always a like hold one, one. I'm moving this now. One stays and then it moves, stays, then it moves, stays, then it moves, stays. You can change it to ones if you like ones. If you want it to move, if I change it to one now. Sorry, why am I always clicking twos if I want to click one? Okay, it's ones now. So if I change to one, you have it going on from beginning to the end. You see every frame. You see that? So let me change this to twos. You can imagine, you can decide to do in threes. It's your choice. It's what you decide to do. That's what you do. So I have this going on. Then it starts working. Then it starts working. But that's it. Okay, good. So let me just I think it should be this now. So I change this to 58. Yeah, 58. How did I get the number? There's a number here. So when you move this in your timeline, you see this number counting. So I want it to be here. So this is what I have. So this is it. So I have this going on. Then I start moving. See the first action, it moves forward. Then you start working. So then you just apply the same principle I gave to you the first time for this one, and this one, and this one. We just create a relative, and then I drag this by 2. Then I also, because I'm animating in twos, so I drag this. I didn't even that's you have to understand those things. So I didn't really tell much about just dive into animation proper. You have to work on those things to get a smooth animation. You have to be in twos, and this is already aligning twos. You can align it in threes. The space between them will be 3, and then you can put that in 4s. You can put that in 5, then you can put that in 6. If you're animating in 6, you change it to 6. But so this line is going to tell me where to put where the 2 is going to be. So let's just see what we have. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, I want to move the head. So I want. The spacing here is not right. It's not right. The spacing here is wrong. So let me just leave. I've made a mistake, but I won't do that if I'm to do projector. I won't do that. So let me move this a little bit forward and see. Oh my god. So let me delete this from the body. Shoot. Okay, sorry. Before I do that, I have to change this. So I can move it into, and then this head will follow later. So you have this going on, and is the cat vibrating? Why is it vibrating? Oh my god. So let me see. This is cool, and this. So where's the vibration coming from? I don't know. Cycle. Smooth cycle. And why are you vibrating? Oh my god, why is this guy vibrating? Oh god. Okay. Oh my god, this is funny but not funny. Mm, mm. It's almost 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, I will be. Are you sure? It's not what I'm thinking. This is not funny, but it's funny actually. Why am I written? Let's see. Okay, no, let me see. This one. Oh, sorry, I've done. Let me copy this and paste and see. No difference. Where is the vibration coming from? There's one thing about. There's one thing about the software. You have to be careful while you're applying what you're doing, or you have to be looking for where the problem is coming from. So let's see. Oh, that. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. Everything is fine. I think it's the head. Is it not the head? All the body is vibrating actually. Yeah. It's funny but not funny. I have to trace. Let's see from here to here. Oh, I'm seeing this to green on. Okay. Why is it so? Oh. Oh, I see. I know why now. So this two they are not moving on the same speed. So when this one stops, this one continues. So I think I should just let's just drag this to the back. So it should be here. So we have yeah, the vibration is gone. So there was this kind of motion because they were not moving the same speed. So you have the neck moving, then the neck come, the head coming. So we have this check it, like he's trying to dance with his head while moving. So that's not what we want to do. So we have this going on, and then. If you want to go extreme, you can just squash and stretch. I think I'm introducing new things now. So I have this eye squash. So there's a lot involved. So we have this and this goes on. Sorry. Let's achieve what we want to achieve. Then we have this. So stretch afterward. Oh my god. I'm almost tired right now, so let's just stretch this. Oh, lovely. But why is it always vibrating? Like, I don't understand this vibration that I'm seeing right now. I know there's some points that I understand actually. If I spend my time, I'll fix it. But that's just the idea I'm trying to share with you. So he stretches afterwards, or you can decide to move the stretch. But I do normally add squash and stretch to my work cycle, but not in this format. I'm still feeling, yeah, there's still a vibration going on here. I think I should just, maybe it's taking too much time no, this is okay now. Oh, is it me? Is it me that is seeing it? Can you guys also see vibration? Like, I don't know. Am I the only one seeing it? So now you can start from here and then you start moving and we'll call it a day. Let's move to the front now. Applying the same principle. Click on this, come in here, drag it to the front, on your screen to be turned on. And I didn't align this way, but I won't do that if I'm to do. I'm just rushing it because it's almost 2 hours in already. So I'm just rushing it. So I just move this to the front and also do this too. When it's here, take the onion skin back since I didn't align it well, and then move this to the front. So I have my circle. Going to turn off this now, and I have 58 and linear and abusive circle. There's one thing I want to show you too. If I don't, you see, okay, did I? So why is it going back? Oh, this have to be, yeah. There's something taking it back. Okay, let me see. It's not moving front to back right now. So why is it going back when I apply this? Let's see. Let's try it again and see. I'll have to figure that out where the problem is. Let me not focus more on that. I just want to figure out where the problem is coming from. So I have this linear. I have this 58, and I have this way. Why did you go back first? Are you okay? Okay, let me just do something. See, maybe this thing is vibrating. Okay, I don't have much time to start fixing, but I believe I've shared with you the idea behind it. Just shared with you the idea behind it. I can start fixing everything right now because it's just a quick one. I can decide not to use this. I can decide to regroup because I'm having problem with that group. I can decide to use another group instead, but we just have to mark. Oh, why is it going back? It takes some time. Sometimes you have to figure things out. Maybe because I didn't align this way, I guess. That's why you need to fix everything right before you start. The origin is here. Let me change the origin to this point. Maybe that's the reason why it's going back. So turn on orange skin now. This is the last thing I'll do. If it doesn't work, then I'll call it today. Let's just hope it worked. Okay, let me just. Oh my god, I'm tired already. Spent a lot of time giving you guys value, so you guys just have to. I spent a lot of times giving you guys value for just your time. Oh, there's something I just saw now. Yeah, there's something I just saw now. So there's something just came to my mind now that probably might be the reason. Let's see. Still going back. Are you sure it's not? Let me just leave it. I don't have the time. I'll have to fix it, find it out, discover and fix it. This is 2 hours in. I want to appreciate you all for staying. You know, so far we've come without you, I won't come this far. So this is what we'll be able to achieve today, and I don't know why that check. I'll have to figure it out why it's giving me that. But this is what I wanted to create initially was just this. And then show you what you need to do. If you want to continue an action, you create the action and then you continue the action. You create the action, then you continue the action. See, it works. So that's just what I wanted you to see, and which I was able to show to you. So you have him jumping, and somebody's saying longer time. Like, are you saying I should stay longer? Are you saying I should stay longer? This is we started 7 and this is 9, so we're 2 hours in. What I want to show you again, if I'm going to stay longer, maybe some other things, I don't know. Okay, if you want to reach out to me, my WhatsApp link is there. A WhatsApp group, join the WhatsApp group. Then you can private chat me if you want to, or you send a message to the group when I open the group for discussion. So thank you for your time. Thank you for the new subscribers. I thank you for joining. And for those persons that will be joining us later, you're welcome. For those that will see this video later, if you have any question, I will leave the link to the link of my WhatsApp group. Yeah, I will leave the link in the description. So reach out to me and let's see what we can do and have fun together. So you're welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Rest. Bye for now.